Thank you, Chairman Bishop and committee members, and thank Representative DeVillier for his continued support of the oil and gas industry. From late 2014 to 2020, our industry went through the worst downturn in the history of oil and gas. During this period, there were over 600 bankruptcies and an estimated 1,000 companies that settled out of court or had to close their doors completely. Today, whether you want to blame it on geopolitical reasons, OPEC, or purely supply and demand issues, we all see the importance of our oil and gas industry and the dependence and reliance that the entire world has on our products. Investors in the oil and gas space have a choice where to put their money to work. Between the litigiousness of our state, that is a whole different subject, and our state having the highest percentage in the lower 48 on severance taxes, it is difficult to attract new investment on the drilling side of our business. Comparing Louisiana's 12.5 severance tax to the bordering states, it's not even close. Texas is 4.6, Arkansas at 5, and Mississippi at 6. When investors are prospecting deals and see that the bottom line profit margins on day one would start 8 percentage points less than Texas, it is no surprise that they choose to invest on that side of the Sabine River. For the last 4 years, Louisiana's severance tax on oil has continued to dwindle, so low that it is predicted that this year oil will creep below 10% of Louisiana's intake, as natural gas will be above 90. In 2018, oil severance taxes were $328 million, down to $285 in 19, down to $165 in 20. And last year, they popped up just a hair only because the price of the commodity went up. The production was down again. We have got to stop our state's decline in oil revenues by boosting production and getting more competitive with other oil-producing states. This bill is a step in that direction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Representative DeVillier.
Mr. Moncla, thank you for being with us this morning. Can you maybe paint a picture for us with the current events going on right now, price of oil where it is today, Louisiana versus neighboring states on activity-wise? I know you've given us updates in the past, but could you kind of tell us just currently what we're experiencing versus some of the other parts of the country?
Yeah, I mean, the Haynesville is a whole different story. It's North Louisiana, and it's natural gas. Today we're talking more on the oil side, which, a lot of South Louisiana is oil related. My family business is in the workover rig business. So, you have two kind of rigs. You have ones that are workover rigs that work on or wells that have already been produced that have been shut in. And you have drilling rigs that drill new wells. So, we're trying to encourage investment for new drilling in our state with this bill. Workover rigs, my business, has been fairly busy. We have, I think, 8 rigs running today in South Louisiana, and they've been steady. We have a waiting list for a rig. We haven't had a waiting list in about 7 years, so that kind of feels good. But we're just working on old wells, trying to get wells that, were shut in to get back to making 15, 20, 30 barrels a day. So we really need new investment in the state to come in and get on the drilling side of things.
Thank you.